As you all know, the college has been the beneficiary of two major bond proposals, one in 2016 and another in 2023. So as a result, you've already seen construction on campus, but beginning in January, it's going to accelerate, and it's going to be under construction here for probably the next 5 years. So this is the first of what's going to be occasional video tours of what's happening in construction to sort of help you understand where things are going, what's being torn down, and what's being rebuilt. So let's get going. As you all know, I make no qualms about my commitment to the importance of climate change education and how I feel climate change is one of the single most important issues that's facing the entire world. So one of my goals has been to establish more opportunities on campus for students to understand about climate change or to increase our green space. You saw that in the microforest, and now what you see behind me is another phase of that. This is Lot 4, and it's the last vestiges of when there was parking available when the road ran all the way through campus. We're tearing that out, and we're creating a vegetated biofiltration area just like what we did along the Lot 5 and around the baseball field. In this area is going to be treating stormwater runoff. So all the paving is being removed, as you see. There'll be brand new landscape and irrigation. We'll be putting in concrete walkways, new site lighting, new furniture, upgrading the utilities, and what it will create is another gathering space for our students. It will put in more tree cover, which helps with the oxygen exchange. And yes, for those who are concerned, the trees that are there will remain. So with that, let's go on over to the new facilities building. If you've turned off Overland and gone up Albert Vera, I'm sure you've noticed on your right-hand side all the green netting around part of Lot 7. That's the location for the brand new facilities building. What we're doing is putting the facility building up, then tearing down the other one. The facilities building is being replaced because the original one has outlived its usefulness. The area for our craftspeople and our trades is not ADA accessible. So this way we'll be able to provide those services. There'll be a much more beautiful building that you see when you come in, and then we'll tear down the old facilities, and that'll be additional laydown space and trade space. This particular building should be done in about 27 months, and it is one of the buildings that is funded through a combination of state funds and bond funds. We're here at the Fine Arts Building, and this building is sort of transmogrifying into a center for student services along with maintaining space for our fine arts program, for example, our ceramics program. So, since some of you are not back in this complex very much, you're going to start wondering where are all these people going? So that's what I'm going to show you. So, follow my finger, okay? Starting at the very top on the 3rd floor, the Veterans Center will move downstairs. It's moving downstairs to the door you see right there, which is the Black Student Union, which is going to soon be Umoja. They're moving to PE Center South, gives them more space, and they'll be adjacent to that great new development in Lot 4, okay? So then if you go up to the 2nd floor, you can see the Climate Center behind me. If you keep going down the walkway, you're going to see that we're going to be moving College to Career into room 205. Then the Climate Center, because it's gotten so large, is going to expand across the walk into 207. Our Rising Scholars program, which is expanded, will go into 208. And then on the very end up here, ASO goes into 209. And then on the other side of the building, CalWorks is on the 2nd floor facing out to the microforest, and up on the 3rd floor on this end are the TRIO programs. So let's go around the corner. We'll take a peek at the Basic Needs Center. We've waited a long time to develop a state-of-the-art Basic Needs Center. I'm going to give you a sneak peek right now. There will be an open house of the Basic Needs Center and our new health center, which is right next door, in early September. But for now, take a look at what the students now have that we can help them meet their basic needs. So why don't you come on in? We're very proud of this particular facility. As you go in on my right are offices that'll be used for representatives of various social service agencies like legal aid and that type of thing. And I also want to make sure I mention that we're still moving in. So if you see clutter and stacks of stuff, everything's getting settled and getting ready for the open of the semester. But if you'll come on down here, you'll see that there's gathering spaces for students, lots of cabinet space. We've got the pantry over here, the clothes wardrobe is in the back, there's a refrigerator there, obviously more capacity for storage, and around the corner is a heavy-duty washer and dryer to make sure that as the clothes are distributed, students get them in the best possible way, the cleanest way, because we know how important it is for them to look their best when they go on job interviews. Because remember, that's how basic needs started. The students needed the food and they needed the opportunity to have decent clothes for interviews. So the program has grown based on your support. So many of you all have given money for this. So this is the result. So make sure and come to the open house in early September. Now, in addition to the Basic Needs Center, we have a brand new health center. And for those of you who remember it being in the old bungalow A9, you're going to be shocked, pleased, and excited about what the students now have access to. So you can see that it's directly connected to Basic Needs. So as you come on in, we have group therapy rooms. We have additional physical therapy rooms. On down here is the reception area. They have a computer room. And then if you go down here are all the examination rooms, and they will be fully outfitted. As you can see, we're beginning to get all the furniture in. So we are very proud of this facility. And if you'll notice, we made sure all the furniture is blue and gold to be school colors. So this particular area we're very proud of because we'll be able to more fully meet our students' needs, both physically and in terms of mental health issues. So this will be part of the opening, or the grand opening and open house in early September. Well, there you have it. Those are the main areas of construction that are going on right now. Many of the areas like Basic Needs and the Health Center, we've waited a long time for them. So I hope you see how beautiful they are and how great they're going to be for our students. A couple of final things for you to be aware of. Helderman Center is going to be on the board agenda on August the 6th. At that time, they'll vote on the recommended contractor. So we're hoping that the board votes in favor of it. So immediately afterwards, we'll be able to start talking about the center and what is going to happen in terms of construction. And we will ask the architects and designers to come back to a special town hall sometime in early September so everybody will get a chance to understand what's going on. Convocation is on August the 28th. We have some very important things to discuss at Convocation. We have to discuss budget issues. We have to discuss enrollment growth. We have to discuss some of the issues that are going to occur in terms of just moving through campus. So I'll be closing the offices for an hour that day to be sure that all our classified staff can attend as well. And finally, ending, I guess, on a more sober note, you've all probably seen the news that there was a shooting at the University of New Mexico. We're not immune to that, so please be aware that we're going to be ramping up our campus preparation this fall. You're going to be seeing more in terms of drills, more in terms of training. You'll be seeing us purchasing emergency equipment. We've already got a storage room identified so that we will have all that stuff on hand just in case. I have heard you all that some of you are concerned that we're not quite ready. So my goal is to make West the most prepared campus in the district. With that, thank you for taking the time to watch this, and we'll be doing this again as things progress. But remember, in January, we start tearing down buildings. I signed the paperwork for it. So the construction is about to happen. And remember, construction noise, dirt, and dust is progress. It's not an irritant. Okay, thank you all.